Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams and with me is Reshma Tiwari with the Midday News. The headlines. President Ramnath Kovind confers National Sports and Adventure Awards virtually on National Sports Day. 3 out of 5 Khel Ratna awardees are women. President expresses confidence with collective efforts India will emerge as a sporting superpower. Government enhances prize money in Khel Ratna, Arjuna and Dronacharya awards. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates College and Administration buildings of Rani Lakshmi Bai Central Agricultural University in Jhansi, Uttar Pradesh. COVID-19 recovery rate improves to 76.47%. And in Jammu and Kashmir, 3 terrorists killed in an encounter in Zadura area of Pulwama district. President Ramnath Kovind conferred virtually the National Sports and Adventure Awards 2020 on the occasion of National Sports Day today. Mr. Kovind presented Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, Arjuna Award, Dronacharya Award, Dhyan Chand Award, Tenzing Norgay National Adventure Award and Rashtriya Khel Protsahan Puraskar. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Kovind said excellence and achievement in sports are not only the responsibility of the government. He said the culture of sports can be promoted only by the participation of people of every class and region.
हमें यह भी ध्यान रखना है कि खेलों में उत्कृष्टता और उपलब्धियां केवल सरकार की जिम्मेदारी नहीं है। हर वर्ग तथा क्षेत्र के लोगों की भागीदारी से ही खेल की संस्कृति को बढ़ावा मिल सकता है। खेलों में निवेश राष्ट्र निर्माण की दिशा में एक सामूहिक प्रयास है, जिससे समाज मजबूत होता है और आगे बढ़ता है। मुझे यह देखकर खुशी होती है कि अनेक कारपोरेट्स, एनजीओ तथा शिक्षण संस्थान इस क्षेत्र में महत्वपूर्ण योगदान कर रहे हैं।
The President expressed happiness that sports and fitness are now becoming a part of the thinking and routine of the youth. He said parents, guardians and teachers are also changing their attitude towards sports. Mr. Kovind expressed confidence that with everyone's collective efforts, India will emerge as a sporting superpower. He said India has the goal to be in the top 10 podium finisher countries in the 2028 Olympic Games. The President said we will definitely achieve this goal.
मुझे विश्वास है कि सबकी भागीदारी के बल पर किए गए सामूहिक प्रयासों से भारत एक खेल महाशक्ति के रूप में उभरेगा। 2028 के ओलंपिक खेलों में टॉप 10 पोडियम फिनिश कंट्रीज में रहने का हमारा लक्ष्य है। हम इस लक्ष्य को अवश्य प्राप्त करेंगे।
The President praised women sportspersons and expressed happiness that out of 5 Khel Ratna awardees, 3 are women.
मुझे इस बात की विशेष प्रसन्नता है कि पुरस्कारों की विभिन्न श्रेणियों में महिला खिलाड़ियों का प्रतिनिधित्व है। यह विशेष रूप से उल्लेखनीय है कि खेल रत्न पुरस्कार पाने वाले 5 खिलाड़ियों में 3 बेटियां मनिका बत्रा, विनेश और रानी तथा एक पैरा एथलीट शामिल हैं। पैरा स्पोर्ट्स के क्षेत्र में खेल रत्न मरियप्पन जैसे खिलाड़ियों ने विगत कुछ वर्षों में अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्पर्धाओं में हमारी साख बढ़ाई है।
Mr. Kovind said due to COVID-19, the sports world has been impacted. He said in India also, all sports activities have been affected. The President expressed happiness that players and coaches have been connected through online coaching and webinars. He said the Sports Ministry and other institutes have also maintained contact with the coaches and players. The President expressed hope that people connected with the sporting world will come out of it with more mental strength and they will create new history with their achievements. He said sports and sportspersons strengthen the spirit of solidarity among our countrymen.
देश के पूर्वोत्तर क्षेत्र में रहने वाले खिलाड़ी के विजय का जश्न केरल और लक्षद्वीप तक मनाया जाता है। जब तमिलनाडु का खिलाड़ी पदक जीतता है तो लद्दाख तक सभी देशवासियों में खुशी की लहर दौड़ जाती है। खेल और खिलाड़ी हमारे देशवासियों में एकजुटता की भावना को मजबूत बनाते हैं।
Paying tribute to Major Dhyan Chand, the President said he is a role model for sportspersons as well as all other countrymen. Mr. Kovind said Major Dhyan Chand had extraordinary achievements in the field of hockey with his dedication and skill amidst the simple surroundings and facilities. Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju and several other dignitaries attended the ceremony from Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi. The awardees attending the ceremony from various places across the country: Bengaluru, Pune, Sonipat, Chandigarh, Kolkata, Lucknow, Delhi, Mumbai, Bhopal, Hyderabad and Itanagar. The ceremony was broadcast live on AIR News and Doordarshan. For the first time, National Sports and Adventure Award ceremony is being conducted virtually. Before the ceremony, Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju paid floral tributes to hockey legend Major Dhyan Chand at his statue and portrait at Dhyan Chand Stadium in New Delhi.
The National Sports Day is celebrated on 29th August, the birth anniversary of hockey legend Major Dhyan Chand. He helped India win 3 Olympic gold medals in hockey in 1928, 1932 and 1936. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have greeted sportspersons on the National Sports Day. Vice President said in a series of tweets that COVID pandemic has affected normal sporting activities and also reinforces the need to be physically fit and mentally strong. He paid his tributes to hockey maestro and Olympian Dhyan Chand. The Prime Minister has said National Sports Day is a day to celebrate the remarkable achievements of all those exemplary sportspersons who have represented India in various sports and made our nation proud. In a series of tweets, he said National Sports Day is a day to pay tributes to Major Dhyan Chand, whose magic with the hockey stick can never be forgotten. He said this is also a day to laud the outstanding support given by the families, coaches and support staff towards the success of the country's talented athletes. Mr. Modi said government is making numerous efforts to popularize sports and support sporting talent in India. He urged everyone to make sports and fitness exercises a part of their daily routine, as there are many benefits of doing so. Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju today paid floral tributes to hockey wizard Major Dhyan Chand at his statue in Dhyan Chand Stadium in Delhi. Talking to media after offering his tributes, Mr. Rijiju said the entire nation is proud of the exemplary skills and determination of Major Dhyan Chand and his many achievements.
हमारे आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में हमारे मंत्रालय खेल और साहस जगत के लिए विभिन्न योजनाएं चला रहा है। खेलो इंडिया और फिट इंडिया इसके 2 उत्कृष्ट उदाहरण हैं। हमने एक लंबी अवधि की योजना तैयार की है और हमारा उद्देश्य है कि 2028 तक भारत ओलंपिक के प्रथम 10 देशों में शामिल हो सके। खेलोगे तो खिलोगे एवं खेलोगे कूदोगे तो बनोगे लाजवाब के मूल मंत्र को हम पूरी तरह चरितार्थ करना चाहते हैं।
Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Zavadekar has also offered tributes to hockey player Major Dhyan Chand and extended wishes to all athletes on the occasion of National Sports Day.
The prize money in 4 of the 7 categories of the National Sports and Adventure Awards has been enhanced. Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju announced the enhancement on the occasion of National Sports Day today. The prize money for the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award has been increased to 25 lakh rupees from the previous amount of 7.5 lakh rupees. Arjuna Award has been enhanced to 15 lakh rupees from 5 lakhs. The Dronacharya Lifetime Awardees, who were earlier given 5 lakh rupees, will now be given 15 lakh rupees as cash prize, while Dronacharya Regular will be given 10 lakh instead of 5 lakh rupees per awardee. Dhyan Chand awardees will be given 10 lakh rupees instead of 5 lakh rupees. Mr. Rijiju said the prize money for the sports awards was last reviewed in 2008. He said these amounts should be reviewed at least once every 10 years. He added that if professionals in every field have seen an enhancement in their earnings, sportspersons should also get enhanced earnings. The minister was talking to media after paying floral tributes to hockey wizard Major Dhyan Chand at his statue in Dhyan Chand Stadium in Delhi this morning. Mr. Rijiju congratulated the winners of National Sports Awards for the accolades and honours they brought to India. He said the performance of Indian athletes at the international level has gone up as compared to the past. He stated that athletes performing well have to be recognized and rewarded, and therefore the number of awardees of National Sports Awards has also gone up this year. He added that under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the government is taking several measures to improve the quality of sports in India.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that self-sufficiency in agriculture is not limited to food only. Rather, it is a matter of self-sufficiency of the entire economy of the village. Speaking after inaugurating the college and administration buildings of the Rani Lakshmibai Central Agricultural University through video conference today, Mr. Modi said it is the mission to bring value addition to the agricultural products produced in the country and to take it to the markets in the country and the world. He said the goal of self-sufficiency in agriculture is to make the farmer a producer as well as an entrepreneur.
रानी लक्ष्मीबाई केंद्रीय कृषि विश्वविद्यालय के नए शैक्षणिक और प्रशासनिक भवन के लिए मैं आप सभी को बहुत-बहुत बधाई देता हूं। यहां से पढ़कर बहुत कुछ सीख करके निकलने वाले युवा साथी देश के कृषि क्षेत्र को सशक्त करने का काम करेंगे। मुझे विश्वास है कि इस नए भवन के बनने से अनेक नई सुविधाएं मिलेगी। इन सुविधाओं से स्टूडेंट को और ज्यादा काम करने की प्रेरणा मिलेगी और ज्यादा प्रोत्साहन मिलेगा।
Mr. Modi said when farmers and agriculture move forward in the form of an industry, employment and self-employment opportunities will be ready in the village and nearby village on a large scale. He said it is also necessary to take education related to agriculture and its practical application to the school level. Mr. Modi said efforts are on to introduce the subject of agriculture at the middle school level. The Prime Minister said young researchers, young scientists will have to work continuously on modern technologies like drone technology, artificial intelligence, modern agricultural equipment to make it more useful in agriculture sector in the country. He said 6 years ago there was only one central agricultural university in the country and today 3 central agricultural universities are functioning in India. The Prime Minister said apart from that 3 more national institutes are being established. These are IARI Jharkhand, IARI Assam and Mahatma Gandhi Institute for Integrated Farming at Motihari. Speaking about Bundelkhand region, Mr. Modi said more than 700 crore rupees have been spent in Uttar Pradesh so far under the Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan and under its employment is being provided to lakhs of workers. He said under this campaign hundreds of ponds have been repaired and new ponds were constructed in Bundelkhand. The Prime Minister said after completion it will directly benefit lakhs of families of Bundelkhand.
मेरी झांसी मेरा बुंदेलखंड आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान को सफल बनाने के लिए पूरी ताकत लगा देगा, एक नया अध्याय लिखेगा। इसमें बहुत बड़ी भूमिका कृषि की है, एग्रीकल्चर की है। जब हम कृषि में आत्मनिर्भरता की बात करते हैं तो ये सिर्फ खाद्यान्न तक ही सीमित नहीं है, बल्कि ये गांव की पूरी अर्थव्यवस्था की आत्मनिर्भरता की बात है।
He informed that work is underway in the region to raise the level of groundwater under Atal Bhujal Yojana. He added that projects like Bundelkhand Expressway, Defence Corridor will create thousands of employment opportunities in the region. After inauguration, the Prime Minister interacted with students of the university. The Central Agriculture University is located in Jhansi and is a prominent institute of the Bundelkhand region. After the inauguration, Mr. Modi interacted with students of the university. The university has started its first academic session in 2014-15 and is offering undergraduate and postgraduate courses in agriculture, horticulture and forestry. It is currently operating from the Indian Grassland and Fodder Research Institute, Jhansi, as the main buildings were getting ready.
The recovery rate among COVID-19 patients has further improved and it has now reached 76.47%. In the last 24 hours, 65,050 COVID patients have recovered and were discharged from hospitals. The Health Ministry said the total number of recoveries has reached over 26,48,998. It said the constantly increasing recoveries have ensured that the actual caseload of the country has reduced and currently comprises only 21.72% of the total positive cases. It said effective implementation of the centre's strategic and graded test, track and treat approach has led to higher recoveries and lower fatality. Currently, India's case fatality rate is at 1.81%. The total number of positive cases of COVID-19 infection in the country is 34,63,972. Presently, the total number of active corona cases in the country is 7,52,424. In the last 24 hours, 1,021 deaths have also been reported, taking the toll to 62,550. The meeting of the group of ministers GOM on COVID-19 is underway at Nirman Bhavan in New Delhi. The meeting is being chaired by Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan. The meeting will review the actions taken for management of COVID-19 and assess the preparedness. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, Civil Aviation Minister Hardeep Singh Puri and Minister of States for Home Nityanand Rai were among those present in the meeting.
You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. President Ramnath Kovind confers National Sports and Adventure Awards virtually on National Sports Day. 3 out of 5 Khel Ratna awardees are women. President expresses confidence with collective efforts, India will emerge as a sporting superpower. Government enhances prize money in Khel Ratna, Arjun and Dronacharya awards. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates college and administration buildings of Rani Lakshmi Bai Central Agricultural University in Jhansi, Uttar Pradesh. COVID-19 recovery rate improves to 76.47%. And in Jammu and Kashmir, 3 terrorists killed in an encounter in Zadura area of Pulwama district. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts.
In Mizoram, no new coronavirus case has been detected in the last 24 hours, while 14 COVID-19 patients were discharged after recovery yesterday. The total number of COVID-19 cases stands at 1,003 in the state. According to the official statement, so far 514 patients have been discharged after recovery, while 489 patients are presently undergoing treatment. In an attempt to contain COVID-19 outbreak, Jharkhand government has extended the current lockdown in containment zones up to September 30th. State government said all economic activities not specifically prohibited will be permitted outside the containment zones. Interstate transport by bus will also remain prohibited. The latest rules come into effect with immediate effect.
In West Bengal, coronavirus has spread very rapidly in some very busy areas of Siliguri like Pradhan Nagar, Champasari, Haidarpara, Gorang Bastion, Urban Road, etc. People are spontaneously maintaining home quarantine. Street, shops, commercial complexes are looking empty even without announcement of curfew area. These areas are looking like lockdown locality. In Gujarat, 1,272 new cases of COVID-19 recorded during the last 24 hours. AIR Ahmedabad correspondent reports that the recovery rate further improves to 80.51%.
More than 21,21,000 tests have been carried out in the state till date, out of which 75,800 tests were carried out yesterday. Out of 1,272 new cases, the maximum 178 new cases reported from Surat. Ahmedabad city recorded 145 cases, while Vadodara city recorded 97 cases during the last 24 hours. Total cases of COVID-19 in the state have gone up to 92,602. At present, 15,072 active cases in the state, out of which 86 patients are on ventilator. At the other end, 1,050 patients have been discharged from various hospitals after recovery. With this, the total patients recovered from COVID-19 have gone up to 74,551. 14 patients have lost their lives yesterday, taking the total death due to COVID-19 in the state up to 2,978. Meanwhile, Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation has added 29 new areas in micro-containment zone following detection of new cases. Yogesh Pandya, AIR News, Ahmedabad.
The News Services Division of All India Radio in its bilingual live phone-in program tonight will bring you a special discussion on COVID-19. Dr. Tanmay Talukdar, Professor and Head of Department of Pulmonary Medicine at Lady Hardinge Medical College, will participate in the discussion. This can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. onwards. Listeners can ask questions to the expert on toll-free telephone number 1800 115767. You can also ask questions on telephone number 011 2331 4444 and post queries on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This program will also be available on our website newsonair.com and on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. You can listen to it on our mobile app News on AIR.
In Jammu and Kashmir, 3 terrorists were killed in an encounter with security forces in Zadura area of Pulwama district early this morning. The encounter broke out during a coordinated search operation by a joint team of Pulwama Police, Army and CRPF. The operation was launched following specific input about the presence of terrorists in Zadura area. As the security forces approached the suspected spot, the hiding terrorists opened fire on them. Security forces retaliated, killing the 3 terrorists. 1 army soldier also attained martyrdom in the operation. Arms and ammunition have been recovered from the encounter site. Search operation is on in the area. This was the second encounter in South Kashmir in less than 24 hours. 4 terrorists had been killed and 1 was caught alive in an encounter in Kilura area of Shopian district yesterday evening. Based on the request made by the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI), the Mumbai police provided security to actress Riya Chakraborty, who is accused of abetting the suicide of actor Sushant Singh Rajput. The CBI officials who are in Mumbai to probe the actor's death case made the request to the city police today. The CBI had questioned the actress at the DRDO guest house in suburban Santa Cruz yesterday in connection with the case. Recently, she had said in a social media post that there was a threat to her and her family's life and sought protection from Mumbai police.
Under the Pradhan Mantri Atmanirbhar Bharat Yojana, a wearable gadget that has been produced and named as Belly Band that helps in maintaining social distancing is gaining national interest during this COVID crisis. A report.
IIM Kozhikode-based Incubity startup has come up with a unique user-friendly wearable device that alarms proximity, helping to implement the social distancing norms. Known as the Belly Band, this wearable device has been developed by Quell5 India Private Limited, a startup, and funded by IIMK's Business Incubator and Entrepreneurship Development Center, Live. Belly Band helps to implement social distancing and location contact tracing, which can help organizations comply with social distancing norms during this current pandemic situation. The band momentarily vibrates, sounds, buzzer and flashes LED simultaneously to notify the wearer that another band is within 3 feet, reminding them of the need to maintain social distance. The device to be worn on the wrist can anonymously keep track of the interactions with other devices and thus not only help in maintaining a safer workplace but also aid in tracking employee movements in real time. Manufacturing plants, warehouses, healthcare units, corporate offices, education institutions, government organizations could largely benefit from this device. As experts opine that we will have to live with the virus for some more time, such innovative devices could make life better and safe during this hard time. With reports from PTC Kozhikode, Nasir Babu, Mayusha for AR News from Thiruvananthapuram.
In the war against COVID-19 pandemic, doctors and medical staff remained at the forefront of the fight, and many doctors have sacrificed their lives while treating and saving the life of positive patients. In fact, the doctors and medical staff are at the most risk point to contract the virus as they directly come in contact with patients. To extend a big help to the doctors attending the infected patients, a scientist at Tripura University has designed a robot which can prevent the doctors, nurses and health staff from getting infected while they come in contact with patients infected with the virus. The robot is named as COVID-19 Warbot.
In Leh, Deputy Commissioner Sachin Kumar Vaishya flagged off a Fit India Freedom Run today. The run was organized by the District Youth Services and Sports Department. Fit India Freedom Run is part of Fit India movement organized to mark the Independence Day and the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi with the motto to keep countrymen fit to build a new India. In Leh, along with district senior officials, Everest climbers Chering Angmo and Rigzin Dolkar, famous athletes Setan Dolkar, winners of Ladakh Marathon and runners represented Ladakh in various marathons of the country, also participated in the Fit India Freedom Run. Jan Dhan Yojana of the government has completed 6 years. Union Minister Prakash Javadekar has said introduction of Jan Dhan accounts was a revolution. He said 40 crore accounts have been opened in 6 years. In a tweet, Mr. Javadekar said a Congress Prime Minister used to say that they send 100 rupees but people receive only 15 rupees. He said that Narendra Modi government now sends 100 rupees and people receive the full amount.
Heavy to very heavy rains lashed several parts of Maharashtra in the last 24 hours, mainly due to well-marked low-pressure system over Madhya Pradesh and low-level wind convergence over the northwest region. The IMD said in a tweet that North Konkan region in Maharashtra is very likely to receive heavy to very heavy rainfall at isolated places including Mumbai, Thane, Palghar and Raigad for the next 24 hours. Here's more from our correspondent.
Mumbai city, suburbs and adjoining Thane district experienced very intense showers early this morning and very heavy rainfall was reported from Andheri, Chembur, Thane and Powai regions. Following radar echoes, the IMD has issued an orange alert for Mumbai and North Konkan and has said that the rains are likely to cause floodings in low-lying areas and traffic disruptions. Colaba Observatory recorded 108.00 mm rainfall while Santa Cruz recorded 85.4 mm rainfall till 8 am today. All 7 lakes in Mumbai region are full and the local administration has rolled back 10% water cut in the metropolis region. Vidarbha too is experiencing heavy rainfall with Wardha river and Wainganga river at Bhandara flowing above the danger mark. 31 gates of Lower Wardha Dam were opened this morning, releasing 3,466 cusecs water. Other smaller dams in Vidarbha too are filled to its capacity. 4 gates of dam on Tapi River in Jalgaon district too were opened this morning and presently 44,821 cusecs water is being released. People residing in low-lying areas and near the river have been asked to stay alert. Sonali Ghadal Patil, AIR News, Mumbai.
In Madhya Pradesh, torrential rains have occurred at many places in the state since the last 2-3 days. The Met Department says that heavy to very heavy rains are likely to occur at most places in the state during the next 24 hours.
The 270-kilometer Jammu-Srinagar National Highway remained closed for vehicular traffic for the 5th consecutive day today due to massive landslide and sinking of the national highway between Dalwas, Nashri and Pida in the wee hours on Tuesday and fresh landslides at multiple locations on Thursday. Our correspondent reports that efforts are on a war footing to reopen the national highway and make it traffic-worthy by this evening. Now let us take a look at today's weather. National capital Delhi is having generally cloudy sky with light rain or drizzle. Minimum temperature was 25 degrees, maximum will be 34 degrees Celsius. Mumbai is also experiencing generally cloudy sky with heavy rain. Minimum temperature was 24 degrees, maximum is going to be around 28 degrees. Chennai has partly cloudy sky today. Minimum temperature was 27 degrees. Maximum could reach 36. Kolkata has generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunderstorm. Minimum temperature was 26 degrees. Maximum expected to be around 30 degrees. In Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, minimum temperature was recorded 24 degrees in Jammu, while maximum will be around 32 degrees. City has mainly clear sky, which could become partly cloudy towards evening. In Srinagar, the temperature will hover between 15 degrees and 26 degrees. The city is having a mainly clear sky, becoming partly cloudy later in the day. Ladakh also has mainly clear sky, becoming partly cloudy later in the day. Temperature hovers around 11 degrees and 24 degrees. In Gilgit, minimum temperature was 15 degrees. Maximum will be 27 degrees Celsius. City has mainly clear sky, becoming partly cloudy later in the day. Muzaffarabad has mainly clear sky, becoming partly cloudy later in the day. Minimum temperature was 20 degrees. Maximum expected at 33. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. President Ramnath Kovind confers National Sports and Adventure Awards virtually on National Sports Day. 3 out of 5 Khel Ratna awardees are women. President expresses confidence with collective efforts India will emerge as a sporting superpower. Government enhances prize money in Khel Ratna, Arjuna and Dronacharya awards. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates college and administration buildings of Rani Lakshmibai Central Agricultural University in Jhansi, Uttar Pradesh. COVID-19 recovery rate improves to 76.47%. And in Jammu and Kashmir, 3 terrorists killed in an encounter in Zadura area of Pulwama district. With that, we end the midday news.